The single best thing you can do for your sleep, your energy, your mood, your wakefulness, your metabolism is to get natural light in your eyes early in the day. Don't wear sunglasses to do it. It takes about 10 minutes or so. If you live in a cloudy area, if you're in the UK in the winter, yes.
Or the summer.
Or the summer, maybe you resort to some artificial light as a replacement.
Dr. Andrew Huberman is a famous neuroscientist who has made significant contributions to our understanding of the brain and its functions. One area of particular interest to Huberman is sleep. Huberman has exposed the relationship between sleep and brain health, as well as on the ways in which sleep can be optimized to improve cognitive performance and emotional regulation. In this video, we will reveal Dr. Andrew Huberman's entire morning routine, what he thinks is the best morning for productivity and muscle gain, as well as a way for people to wake up earlier in the morning. If you haven't already, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content on dreams, nightmares, and all things sleep. In a recent interview, Dr. Huberman revealed that on a typical day, he goes to sleep at around 10:30 p.m. and wakes up at around 6 to 6:30 a.m.
I'm waking up these days around 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. I'm trying to go to sleep by about 10:30 p.m. Sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's 10.
Once he gets out of bed and finishes his normal bodily functions, he quickly goes to get sunlight in his eyes.
I make a beeline for sunlight. So I'm going to get sunlight in my eyes. I'll probably go into the grave saying this, so forgive me if people have heard me say this before, but the single best thing you can do for your sleep, your energy, your mood, your wakefulness, your metabolism is to get natural light in your eyes early in the day. Don't wear sunglasses to do it. It takes about 10 minutes or so. If you live in a cloudy area, if you're in the UK in the winter, yes.
Or the summer.
Or the summer, maybe you resort to some artificial light as a replacement, but as much as one can, get bright, natural, and if not natural, artificial light in your eyes early in the day without sunglasses. Contacts and eyeglasses are fine. Don't try and do it through a window or windshield. It's going to take far too long.
Getting light in your eye early in the day will set into motion a huge number of different neurobiological and hormonal cascades that are good for you. Reduces stress late at night, offsets cortisol, and a million other different benefits.
Try and get as much natural light as you can in the morning hours, whenever it is that is for you, especially the first 3 hours after waking. If you can work outside, great. If you can get near a window, because as opposed to just in a dark conference room, that's better. But if you can get outside, that would be fantastic.
After he gets sunlight in his eyes, the next big thing is to hydrate.
I drink water, and then yerba mate is my favorite form of caffeine.
Are you waiting? How long are you waiting from
90
waiting?
to 120 minutes.
Are you doing any salts during that time? Are you taking any electrolytes in?
I am a fan of water with element.
Yep.
Before I had element packets, I would just take a little bit of sea salt or pink salt.
What's your favorite element flavor?
I like them all. There's one I don't like. I'm not a fan of the chocolate one, but I
Me
like
neither.
Some people love it. My podcast producer, his wife loves that. So I give it to her, the chocolate mint one. But I like the raspberry, the citrus one. I love that stuff.
After hydrating, and still within the first 90 minutes of waking up, it's important to stay away from social media and emails. He would then take care of a few critical tasks.
These days, I have this obsession with trying to do one cognitively hard thing a day, and one physically hard thing a day. Now, not extreme physical, not David Goggins level workouts or anything, but in that 90 minutes, I'll typically try and read a research article start to finish, or I'll work on a document that I might be doing a grant or a research paper, or planning a podcast or researching a podcast. I try and get my brain into kind of a linear mode. I try and narrow that aperture. Because if I don't, the distraction that's created by social media and interactions with others can kind of wick out into the rest of the day.
After about 1.5 to 2 hours of waking up, he would then take some caffeine and start his workout. He enjoys listening to loud music and being caffeinated when he weight trains.
I have a very consistent routine. I've done it for 30 years, where I weight train for 45 minutes to an hour every other day. And occasionally I take an extra day off. And occasionally, due to travel or other commitments, I'll occasionally double up 2 days and then take 2 days off.
Yep.
So it's really boring, talk about workout schedules, but it's really simple. It's like, I'll do a kind of pushing day, rest, pulling day, upper body push, rest, upper body pull, rest, and then legs, take 2 days off, something like that.
Are you doing, on the off days, are you doing some sort of zone 3?
Always jogging or skipping rope. Those are my favorite forms of cardio. Sometimes swimming, but typically I'll go running for 30 to 45 minutes. Or if I'm feeling a little bit lazier, because I always find the high intensity stuff to be easier than the long drawn out stuff, I'll sometimes throw on a weight vest, a 30 or 50 pound weight vest, and I'll go out for a shorter run. Or I'm a big fan of Knees Over Toes, Ben Patrick. I know you had him on.
Yeah, great guy.
We were down in Costa Rica with him and his wife, who had the best time and learned so much. I'll occasionally do a backwards, hill walk, or throw on the weight vest for that.
One important note to add is that he always has his phone either put away or off when he's working out. He tries really hard to focus on his workouts. At about 10:30 a.m., Dr. Huberman will get his first real meal of the day.
But typically, after I train, I'll eat. I like oatmeal after I train. Oatmeal, fruit, some fish oil, protein drink, and then maybe 90 to 120 minutes after that, I'll have a real lunch. My lunch is pretty much the biggest meal of the day. If I have my way, it'll be a steak, a salad, maybe a little more starch, although I sort of got it earlier.
Yep.
Brazil nuts. That meal sometimes can extend longer and longer.
It just
I
ends
love
up
to
being
eat.
a feeding
I
fest,
love
yeah.
to eat. Yes.
After lunch, he works for about another hour, typically emails and other mundane tasks. Here's the interesting thing about Dr. Huberman's routine.
And then I'll take a 10 to 30 minute yoga nidra nap or a nap, and then come back refreshed.
After the short nap, he makes himself a double espresso and continues on to more intense, deep work. He stresses the importance of intentional and focused work rather than long, drawn-out, unfocused work. His goal is to finish his work and in the evening to do the things that he loves. Well, that's it. That's the famous morning routine of Dr. Andrew Huberman. Have you learned something new today? Try this routine out for yourself and see if it helps with your productivity. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and click on that notification bell for more amazing content like this. Share this with a friend if you think they may need a little wake-up call. Thanks for watching, and until next time, sleep well.